Dead End. Let's get into it. We've got our writer for the week. It's David Greenwalt, co-creator of the show. He's really the Wolfram and Hart guy. He came up with most of the Wolfram and Hart stuff in the early seasons of the show. So if we're gonna be like writing out Lindsay in this episode, he's gonna be the guy. Um, our director is James A. Contner, who is a Buffy and Angel regular. He's been with the show forever, both of them. This season on Angel already, he's directed First Impressions and Reunion. Now he's back for this one.
All right.
Let's hear your notes.
Well, I'm not excited for Wolfram and Hart post Lindsay. I mean, I know he's gonna come back to the show at some point. It might be in the next
Yeah.
episode for all I know. But I don't know. I'm not excited for the future of Wolfram and Hart.
Why? You got Lila.
I love Lila. I'm glad she got the job. I like her ambitions and stuff, but she's no Lindsay. She's gonna
All right, fine.
carry the show.
She becomes much more prominent going forward now. And
I do like
we
her. She's a good actor.
we introduce a few new Wolfram and Hart people in season 3, including the Korean guy from Lost.
I don't know who that is.
What, Daniel Day Kim?
Oh, Daniel Day Kim. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know him. He's an Angel.
Yes, that was the first thing I ever saw him in. When I watched Lost for the first time, I was like, holy shit, they got fucking the dude from Angel.
Wow. All right, so Angel time, right? Dead
Yeah.
end. We fit a dead end. Oh no.
You know what it is though? I think it's about dead end, like his hand.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's what the title means.
I thought it was weird. We cut off his hand to only spend like 5 episodes of him with a fake hand, and then we probably longer than that, but really
You're
didn't.
crazy. They cut off his hand in the finale of season 1. He's been without a hand this whole
Really?
season. Yeah.
Hasn't been that. There hasn't played that much into the show. I don't think.
It's just that we recently saw in the Epiphany episode he crushed the fake hand.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It didn't really do too much. But this was fun. It was like it reminded me of Liar Liar when he's like the pen is blue, but he's like it's red when he's writing evil or kill, 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 kill.
Dude, when he at the end of the episode like does that big monologue in the boardroom, which is great.
Yeah.
When he like rubs that guy's head, I literally think he's doing something Jim Carrey did in Liar Liar.
Really? So
Yeah.
he is playing it. Yeah. I mean, this is Lindsay's best episode so far.
This is a great one.
For
This
the
is
MVP.
a great send off to Lindsay.
For now. Yeah. All right. So amazing opening, right?
I took a sip. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. How does it start?
Alarm clock. Beep, beep, beep. And then a nub hits the alarm clock.
What I like though is that they show he like wakes up 1 minute before the alarm clock and then just waits out the alarm clock.
So I was wrong when I did beep, beep, beep. It didn't beep.
No, we see Lindsay first, like all sad in bed, and then the alarm clock goes off.
Oh, he's just laying there.
Yeah.
Damn. That's how you. That's the sign of depression. Just laying there before the alarm goes off.
I know. It's brutal.
That's good. But I loved that the nub hit the alarm.
God, I had a job interview yesterday, and the whole time I was just like, "Why am I doing this?
Yeah,
like, I
don't
just
want kill
this
myself
job.
and not worry about this."
Yeah, I know.
No, I thought the nub. I thought it looked like a penis, though. I want to say that.
Yeah. Didn't want. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, didn't someone call someone a penis this week? But that was on a Big Brother that I watched last night.
Really? Oh, Brendan.
Yeah, Matt said Brendan looks like a penis.
Bald head looks like a penis. Rachel's like, what? No. How many more episodes do you have? Are you almost done?
I watched the first 3, so
Okay.
I think I have 4 to watch tonight.
Right. All right. So he shaves, he puts on his fake hand, and then he looks at his guitar in his closet.
I hate when people shave on TV shows.
What? Why?
It bothers me every time because you could tell they're clean shaven underneath all the shaving cream, but they show them just like swipe the razor once, revealing clean shaven skin underneath, like the razor's working. But I know you were clean shaven this whole time.
You're right, I want to say, but also we're not like normal people who try to like be presentable, like there are people who shave so that they don't have to go the rest of the day without it coming in. Like they shave every single day. There are people like that.
I know. I don't get it.
I don't either, but it is like a certain type of person that I just don't connect with. But
We
people do
just
shave
saw
every
him.
day.
We just saw him in bed. He was clean shaven.
But he wouldn't be 6 hours from now. That's why he's got to shave again right now.
Oh yeah, like this guy grows a beard in 6 hours.
I think he's a very hairy guy, probably.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? He's low testosterone.
Lindsay, he has a cool leather jacket.
Yeah, but he's all short.
So
I feel like I don't know. I
Peter
guess they're
Dinklage
hairy
has a
short
beard.
guys. You're right. I don't know what I'm talking about.
This is a crazy take. Um, all right. So yeah. Did you like his guitar in his closet? I love that shot. Did we know
Yeah,
about
he's
that?
um yeah, I think we see him play guitar in the show at some point early on. Like
Okay.
but yeah, apparently he
Had to give it up.
had
Here's
it.
Sam.
Yeah, he can't play it with one hand.
Yeah. Man, this episode's an awesome Lindsay
I
episode.
love this episode.
So Cordelia has a, oh, I guess we don't know this yet. We see a family going to school, right? Happy family. Get your backpacks heading off to school. Uh,
The dad in the vision was a regular on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
what's that? I thought that was a movie.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was an hour-long musical show that was on the CW for 4 years. And I watched the first two seasons, I think. And yeah, this dude was like her boss on the show, and I was like, holy shit! But he's got a mustache on that.
That was after this?
That was 20 years after this. Like I was like, I couldn't believe like this dude had like a because I'd never recognized him from anything like in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and then all of a sudden I was like, wow, that dude's been acting a long time.
It's that
Jeez.
guy who stabbed himself in the eye
Yeah.
in Dead End. Yeah, but that's what happens. He picks up a knife. He's gonna pick up their like juice boxes or whatever, but he picks up a knife instead and stabs himself in the eye.
Yeah.
And
Just like without thinking while he's reading the newspaper.
yeah, crazy stuff.
I liked this
And
scene. I actually thought like the family had nice family chemistry.
I thought mom was a good actor.
Yeah. And I thought the dad like hugging the kids and stuff. I was like really convinced by this shit.
I thought mom was better than dad. I don't know. He was
Dad
fine.
was whatever. Dad's gonna have a better career.
I know, but I know you're saying that. But his line, he was like, "Come on, Bucko, get ready for school." I don't know.
No, but I like the part where like the boy comes down and he goes, he gives like the daughter a hug and then he goes manly handshake for the. I like
I
that.
don't know. But great scene here. But Cordelia, it's like this one really hurts Cordelia, right?
Yeah. She's. I feel like the visions have been hurting her more lately, and we see it real bad in this episode. She's like basically affected for the entire episode.
Yeah. And it gets like worse as it goes on, kind of like at the
Yeah.
end, it's the worst it's been. We talk about Doyle. We get a name drop. I didn't expect that, but
Do we? What did we say?
I think Wesley says like, well, Doyle was like a half
Oh,
demon, so he could do it better, and she
right.
has trouble.
Maybe as just a regular human being, she can't like withstand
Yeah,
the 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 physical
toll.
pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's affecting her. But yeah, it's tough. But anyway, so Wolfram and Hart, we talk about the Western Pacific Power. What's our relationship with Western Pacific Power? I don't know. Uh, but who's that bald guy? What's his name again?
What do you mean?
Steve.
Oh, do you mean the new boss?
I wrote it down later on. I didn't get it here.
It's what the fuck is it?
I wrote it later. I guess we'll get to it later.
Nathan?
Nathan Reed.
Yeah, there you go.
Totally. Yeah. But he's back and he's fine. I want him to like do something.
I'll tell you what, they're with you on this guy because I believe this episode is the
Who's
final.
they?
I mean the creators of the show. Because I think this episode is the final appearance of that dude, and we get like a whole bunch of new Wolfram and Hart people next season. The only one we really keep is Lila.
Well, that's pretty shocking. I thought this guy was going to be like the new Holland Manners type
I
guy.
did too, but he's just not as good as Holland Manners. So I think they saw that.
Might have been what they were giving him because I thought the actor might have had something if he had a little more.
No,
I
I'm
don't
with you.
blame
I
him.
don't think it was the actor's fault. I just think like the character was a Holland Manners stand-in,
Yeah.
and they decided they wanted something else.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you later to that guy. Well, I guess not see you later. But all right. So there's a reevaluation on Friday, right? And we ask a question. We're like, Lila, what's the time for something? And she doesn't know, but Lindsay butts in. He says, "Oh, that's on Friday, right?"
Yeah, and Lila's like, God damn it, I am
Really great moment.
fucked.
Yeah, awesome part right there. And so we go to the hotel, the Hyperion Hotel, and we're trying to remember that vision. And Gunn has a great plan. He's like, "What are we just gonna like call every hospital and be like, hey, did my uncle check in with a knife in his eye?" And then he's like, "Oh wait, I have to call every hospital now, don't I?"
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Gunn's great in this episode. I love him with Cordelia, him sitting there opening the book, going through it. Funny
Yeah.
stuff.
Gun adds a lot to the show.
Totally, he's an awesome character. Yeah,
Mm.
I love Gunn. And so we go. Lindsay we made an appointment for Lindsay. It's a doctor's appointment, right? I
Yeah,
don't know
he
who this guy
doesn't know,
was.
he doesn't even understand what it's for. But
Yeah,
like Nathan's like, just go, we've
just go
got
to
you.
this place.
Yeah.
We give him 2 milligrams of Versed. I thought that was important at the time. I guess not that
Yeah.
much important.
No, pretty much it was way more important that hooded demon just you know appearing during the procedure.
Yeah, I hope that guy comes back into play.
At
Does he?
one point they I don't remember. At one point they cut to the doctor in the like doing the surgery, and it looked so much to me like Lindsay underneath the doctor's
It
mask.
might have been.
I was like, is he doing his own surgery?
Who knows? The budget was can't be that high. Maybe they just like got Lindsay to do it.
But they had a guy playing the doctor.
There were multiple though, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there were a few guys in lab
Yeah, there were like
coats.
6 guys in there.
Yeah,
So
in scrubs.
yeah, I'm no Superman. Is that Scrubs?
That is very
Hell
good.
yeah. Wow, I feel so proud. So yeah, we say we moved him to the top of the list for a transplant. Pretty cool stuff. And
Yeah, hand transplant.
yeah, you ever have any type of surgery like that? What's the biggest surgery you've had? I had my tonsils out. That's probably mine.
I had my gallbladder removed. They had to put me
Ooh,
out for
my
that. That
brother
was
had
like
that.
yeah, that was a major surgery. Um,
Yeah.
it was scary. It hurt a lot. I used to have scars from it. They faded over time.
Are there 2 gallbladders? How can you just like get it removed and nothing happens?
I don't fucking know.
Is it
But
just one?
apparently it's like the appendix where like it doesn't really matter that much. Doesn't do that
You can just
much.
take that shit out of there.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a gallbladder and like a bladder? Like this
Um,
holds pee.
gallbladder deals with bile. I know that.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like it's attached to the bile duct.
Oh, gross. All right. So Gunn makes some phone calls. He says, "Yeah, I'm Gunter Addison." It's
That's good
awesome.
stuff.
And so Cordelia, she is like going through it. She starts cleaning a bunch of stuff, and that's really fun. You see her tramp stamp. I like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've seen it a lot the last couple
we
episodes.
did. I forgot what it was. I remember we saw it like I think last
In
episode. I forgot.
Disharmony, when she like gets up off the couch with Harmony, like after they're eating pizza and shit with sauce. She
Heavy
you
on
can
those souls.
you can see it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, totally. And so Cordelia, by the way, she is trying to recall that I almost called it a dream, but it's a vision. She calls it a book bag, and I never liked the term book bag. I want to say that right now. I
I'm
like
with you.
backpack way
It's
more.
backpack. I'm with you.
Book bag is like what your grandparents say. Like you got your book bag. It's a backpack, grandma. Come on.
Yeah, maybe David Greenwald, when he went to school as a book bag, so they just followed
Maybe.
the script.
Yeah, he's old. Can't be that old. He's like pretty hip. This show's a hip show.
Yeah, he's probably in his 40s at this point, at least.
Yeah, it's not that old. Um, it's really not that old. I hope when I'm 40, I'm like making a show.
I hope you are too, buddy.
Man, life is sad. But Delancey School. That's where they go to school.
Yeah, yeah. It's just printed very easily on the backpack so that they can read it.
There's a part in Pitch Perfect where where we learn like one of the acapella groups is actually not a college, it's a high school. And it's because we see like one of the bags says like Cambridge High School or something. And it's like it reminded me of this moment where it's just like
Man,
Delaney
they
School.
shouldn't have brought that bag.
Yeah, so dumb, right?
Yeah, what an idiot.
Literally terrible. But all right, so next morning Lindsay wakes up and he's got a real hand. And what's his first move? To pull out his sweet guitar because he misses it so
Start
much.
strumming that shit, baby.
It is awesome.
It's great. Yeah. We also see him like splash water on his face. And he's like, look at that. That's so easy with two hands.
Yeah. You really take it for granted, honestly.
I know. It'd be hard to live with one hand.
Totally. But I like what he says at one point. I think it might have been an earlier episode. He says like there are worse things to give up. Or there are worse things to lose. He said I think it might have been an earlier episode. Talking about like Darla, how Angel
Yeah.
lost Darla and
Yeah.
everything.
But like,
That's cool.
I
There
think
are
I
worse
think
things
it's
to lose.
also I think it's also his like main hand.
It's his
It,
right hand, isn't it?
yeah, because like what I think like whichever hand you strum a guitar with is the one
It's way more
that's like,
important than the one you plug the chords with.
well, they're both important, but I'm saying like you use your stronger hand to strum. And
Right. I would use my right hand to yeah, totally.
yeah,
Yeah. Are you right-handed? You got to be right-handed. That'd be
I
crazy if
am.
I learned you were left-handed.
No, I'm right-handed.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Do you ever have to have the thing in school where you're right-handed and a person that's left-handed is sitting to the right of you? So like your elbows are bumping, so you have to swap seats. You ever have to do that?
No.
That would happen to me like constantly. I don't know
Wow,
why.
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
you know what I'm
aware of
saying
it.
though? Like you're sitting next to somebody who's writing with the opposite hand of you, so you're bumping elbows when you write.
Yeah,
So you
I
have to
don't
like swap
I
seats.
don't know that I ever sat that close to someone in high school.
I think it's because like alphabetically, the person who was right next to me was left-handed, maybe. So
Huh.
we always had to swap. I don't know why
Interesting.
I wanted to tell that story, but all right. So we play the guitar. We go to Wolfram and Hart, and this is where he's writing kill, 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 kill.
I love it. This scene, by the way, the dude who's like the head of the whatever conglomerate they're talking to,
Mm-hmm.
he was in Paul T. Goldman.
Really?
Yeah,
So
he
he's
was
still
one of
around
the
too.
actors they used for that Paul T. Goldman.
Western Pacific Power. You talking about that
Yeah,
place?
the head of Western Pacific Power.
He's not. He wasn't Paul T. Goldman though, was he? He was
No,
just in it.
Paul T. Goldman played himself. But
Oh,
did you watch Paul T. Goldman?
no, I never saw it.
Why not? What the fuck?
It's
Anyway,
long, wasn't it?
it's 4 episodes.
Oh, mm, all right. Maybe I'll watch it.
It's hilarious. But anyway, they're like making a movie in that, and Paul T. Goldman's playing himself, but they use like non-famous actors for basically every other role. And this dude was one of the guys. There's like interviews with this dude talking about Paul T. Goldman. It's great.
That's
So
awesome. Did you
so
recognize him as
yeah, I was like, whoa.
the Western Pacific Power guy?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's so funny. So he's right. Yeah, kill. I thought Lindsay like came up with a real crazy plan here. He like created a fake company that we were gonna like blame for something that happened before everything happened, so they would sue this fake company, right? It was like,
It wasn't a fake company. I think he like
oh
found a way around it. It was like a company that had like broken off from this company, and he was like, we can blame it on them.
yeah, but it wasn't their fault. He was just gonna blame them. But it was like,
But it would
yeah,
have
real
worked. What a lawyer Lindsay
crazy
is.
plan from Lindsay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Uh, so we go to Lindsay at home. He's sitting down. He's trying to write. He's trying to like, but what was it? He doesn't have control over his hand at all. Is what it is.
I think he does most of the time, but
He was
for
playing
some,
guitar.
yeah, when he's not focusing, like he's just trying to like take notes absentmindedly throughout the meeting, and his hand keeps writing kill, which I think is so funny.
It is fun. I like how that's staged too, because I noticed Lindsay writing, and I was like, he is very good at his job. He's like, it's really showing how well he is because he's paying attention. He's coming up with plans, and he's writing all this at the same time. And then it shows him writing kill, 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 kill.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and he stabs his hand. He has no feeling. It's like his hand is dead still. I don't know. Crazy, but all right. But we go back to the Hyperion Hotel. Angel is mean. He tipped this delivery guy $1.
What? That happens to this episode?
That delivery guy is like, wow, I'm such a lucky delivery guy. I got tipped a whole dollar. You didn't
I
catch
know
that
I
line?
did. I guess I didn't.
The delivery guy's leaving. He like under his breath is like, wow, all dollar. Thanks.
A dollar sucks, but Angel, he was born in the 1700s. So a dollar still feels
It's
like a lot of
true.
money to him.
That is true. But I've done deliveries for people, and I gotta say, getting $1 is almost worse than no dollars because it shows that they're aware of tipping and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I used to work in that rich people apartment building, and I would have to deal with delivery guys' complaints about not being tipped all the time. And it frustrated me so much because the lowest tip I ever give a delivery driver is $4.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you. And these motherfuckers, these rich assholes living in a building I couldn't afford to live in a fucking trillion years, like, weren't tipping their delivery guys.
You think if you were the dad vampire from Twilight, you couldn't afford that apartment in a trillion years? If you had a
No,
trillion years to perfect it, you couldn't do it.
maybe a trillion.
That's
But
a
I'm
long
saying, like,
time.
I could work my entire lifetime in this job in this building, and I would never afford to live in this building.
It's really sad the way
Yeah.
people are. It's sad
I
that like
know. I was watching The Circle, and there's that dude that's like a critical care nurse, and he was saying, like, I only make $30,000 a year, and I was like, that sucks. Like,
yeah,
that's like, you should not do that. You should do something else.
he likes helping people.
I know, but that's like such a difficult job for 30,000. Like, people are underpaid in this country, like, unless they're like a money manager or something. It's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. It is insane. One time I heard Christian Bale talking. He was like, "Yeah, I get paid. It's honestly stupid how much money I get paid." Like he was talking
It
about it. Like
it
it's
is.
dumb. It makes no sense why get paid so much money.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I like hockey more than every other sport. Because, like, you look at the salaries, and unless they're like a top star, they kind of get paid normal people amounts of money.
So you like
Whereas,
that more?
yeah, I think I can, like, relate to them more. Whereas, like, when I'm watching an NFL game, I know they're all millionaires, every
I
single
kind of like
person on
that.
the
I kind of like
field.
watching superheroes compete.
Nah, man, I want to feel like I'm part of it.
I understand both ways. I kind of like it when they're all superhuman playing basketball. It's kind of
I
awesome.
sort of, yeah, basketball, I almost get it a little more because there's just like five dudes, like five starters. But, like, in football, like, you're watching a whole field of men and they're all
And they're
millionaires.
trying to kill each other. You don't want them too strong, too juiced out on
Yeah.
football. Um, anyway, so by the way, isn't hockey 5-on-5 with two goalies? I think I learned that the other day. I thought it was like 8-on-8 with two goalies.
No, no, no. You're only allowed to have five players and a goalie on the ice at one time.
Yeah, I was watching that Rangers
If
game a couple
another
weeks
guy
ago and
pops
saw
out,
that.
they get a penalty. Too many men on the ice.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow, it's just like any other sport, I guess. Um, all right, we're at the hotel. He tipped $1. Oh, Angel, he didn't want to bother Cordelia asking her what sandwich she wanted, so he got all different sandwiches,
I
and
love this moment.
she
And
does too. She says, "I love you,
yeah,
Angel."
I know. I thought she was gonna give him shit for being overbearing or something, but she says, "I love you." It's very sweet.
Yeah, and he gives a smile, and she tells him he should do that more. He should smile more.
Yeah.
Very sweet. And then she has a vision, like she has like a memory of the vision or a vision again. She says he's happy. She learns he's happy about his new eye, is what she says. So we learned he had a procedure possibly, and it's a new eye, same as
That's
Lindsay with
right.
his new hand.
Correct.
So something going on there. And so Gunn and Wesley come in and they know about the kid's school, and like the dad got a promotion apparently. So they left the country.
What? I don't remember that part.
He says like dad was promoted. So the family like left. We don't know where the family is.
Oh, yeah. I guess that explains why we don't, like, check in with them for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, I guess so. They're gone. Are they alive? I don't feel like we understand what happened.
I think they're alive. I think that only the dad
He's
got
dead?
fucked up. I don't even know if he's dead.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I hope we
Yeah.
learn. Do we learn? Do we know? Is that a
Nah,
thing?
we never go back to this.
Whoa. All right. I think might have to check it out, see if we got resolution to this. But this is where the title comes in. We say Gunn says they're at a dead end. We don't have any more clues.
I know, and I was like, I still think Dead End is referencing his hand.
I mean, I didn't think about it, but I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong because what you're saying is right. So it's a good
Thank you.
read into the title. I like it. But Angel says there's one more thing to do. And they all say, "Oh no, you're gonna go sing, aren't you, Angel? Oh no!" And so we go to Caritas, but guess what? Stage is occupied. Stage is taken, is what Lindsay says. Stage is
Stage,
taken.
stage taken.
Oh, it's so dumb. But he's up there with his guitar. We've never seen anybody have an instrument, have we?
Yeah, it's wild to show up at a karaoke bar and like pretend it's open mic night and just perform an original song.
I respect it though. I love it. What if
Yeah,
somebody did that? They brought their drum set to like karaoke or a
that
piano.
that'd be weird. I would judge that person.
Yeah, but that guitar is more. You can just carry that
No,
around.
yeah, you can carry a guitar around. That's true. Um, Now this song he's
Yeah,
performing,
what was this? I didn't know it.
no, you wouldn't, Logan, because it's an original song written by the actor that plays Lindsay.
It's fucking awesome. I
Isn't
think
that
that
wild?
I think this might be the best episode any actor has had on either show.
On either show?
Ye-
I mean, I would argue like Xander and the Replacement, or like
I don't know.
or the Zeppo or something like that. But
The
like,
rage he has with Angel, the sweet ending he has with Angel, all the boardroom meeting where he holds up the boardroom, he sings an original song which I didn't even
I
fucking know
know,
about.
I know.
That's like a cherry on
Yeah,
top.
see, we're not gonna see Lindsay for a while. So like they knew they were gonna bring him back, but they also knew they were writing him out of the show. So like they really gave him a send off here.
Yeah. Well, that sucks. Honestly, he's not gonna come back. But I know he's gonna come back because you told me like last week he's gonna get
Yeah,
long hair
yeah.
again.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I hope when he comes back he's got
When
long
he
hair.
reemerges, he will have long hair.
That's awesome. But this was so good, and everyone comes in, Gunn and everybody, and we recognize Lindsay, but somebody is in love with Lindsay, seemingly. I hope
Oh.
this comes back into play. Cordelia, did she like the looks she gives Lindsay? She love had hit her for the very first time, right?
Well, I like that Cordelia, Gunn, and Wesley are all really into Lindsay's song and shit, and Angel's just like, "What is happening?" Like
I wrote it
he goes,
down. Yeah, yeah, you got
the
it.
best line is when he goes, "Is everybody drunk?"
Oh, I like this one more. He says, "What is that? Rock, country, ballad? Pick a style, pal."
Yeah, I like that too.
But everyone else is just like enchanted by what he's doing.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. It was legitimately great. It was awesome. And
No, it's cool. He wrote it for this episode. It's called L.A. Song.
I think he should start a band with Stuart Head. Him and Stuart
Oh
Head
my god, I would love that shit. Are
should
you
start a
kidding me?
band.
And maybe James Marsters. He has a band too.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I never looked them up. What was that called again?
I think they're called Ghost of the Robot.
Okay, okay, I'll look that up after. What if I looked it up now? I was just like stopped the episode.
That'd be annoying.
That'd be funny though. An Angel takes Lindsay's fingerprint off a glass. He uses that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice job.
Nice job there. Lindsay, he goes to Wolfram and Hart and breaks in, and who's there but Lila?
Oh yeah, is this where he's like watching her in the distance?
Yeah, he sees, and I love her. She opens her purse. She has a gun and two containers of pills, two little things of
Yeah,
pills.
two pill bottles. It's a real glimpse into Lila's current mental state.
She attempts murder at the end. Nobody knows that but that's what's happening.
Yeah, that she's planning to pull that gun out, and Lindsay stops her because he knows what's coming because he sees her with the gun in this.
Well, how does he see the gun? She just like opens her purse to
Oh
put a
yeah,
file in, and there's a gun
I
in there.
guess you're right, but I think he can like sense what she's
Yeah,
aiming
he knows
at.
she's a maniac.
Yeah,
But yeah, Lila's awesome. So that's actually cool. Lila's like alone, and she's this psychopath, might murder people.
yeah.
Now that Lindsay's gone. But
Well, no, now she's in charge. Like she was just like, whoever is not gonna get this job is probably gonna get fucking killed, and it's me.
right,
Yeah,
right. But now she has the job, so she was at her breaking point. Now she's normal again. Probably, you're right.
yeah,
Well, probably not normal,
never normal, but yeah,
not
not
suicidal.
suicidal.
Yeah, or homicidal, more like.
Yeah,
Um, so we learned this guy Bradley Scott was the original hand owner, right? And he went to prison for something. I don't know, something. I don't know what happened.
doesn't Lindsay also later say that he knew him from the mailroom at like
Yes,
when he started at Wolfram and Hart? I thought that was interesting.
yes, totally. And Angel hired a private detective. I don't know what that was about.
It's because he needed information from the police, and his police informant does not work for the police anymore.
Right. But do we, is this a new character we're gonna meet? His new private
No, I don't
detective?
think we ever meet him. He just uses it this one time.
Okay. That was a weird part though. But all right, so we meet a parole officer. Lindsay goes to talk to this parole officer guy.
About what?
This is the guy who, whenever he was reading about like that other guy, Bradley Scott, is
Oh,
like
oh,
his
yes, yes,
parole
yes, yes.
officer.
Yeah, the guy with the mustache. He plays a cop in almost everything, and I was like, hey, parole officer branching out.
It looks like the guy can't do much. This is like his
Yeah.
one stock and trade. Is that a
He
thing? I don't
looks
know.
like he has cop face, so he gets
Yeah,
cast as cops and things.
totally. And cops suck,
Yeah, they're all bastards.
according to Angel's sign that he makes. That's so funny.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about the ending.
This is a hilarious episode.
It's a great episode.
Yeah, I think I'm ranking it too low. We'll see when we get to the end. But we learn about Fairfield Clinic. I don't know, and then we start fighting each other. He like asked for a code, but Lindsay didn't know the code. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like Lindsay, like I think the guy trusts that Lindsay works at Wolfram and Hart, but he's not part of this project, so he must have ulterior motives. So he like takes him down.
Right, but Angel is there to save the day. But Lindsay is he's like pissed that Angel saved him. He's like offended or whatever. Pretty
Yeah.
fun. And I like Angel threatening that he turns into a vampire and says he's gonna like suck his blood for weeks.
I can feed on you for a month, he says.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Whoa.
that's pretty good tactic if people don't know who you are, Angel.
Yeah. So back Cordelia is still crying. She still has a headache.
Yeah.
It's
They
very
think
sad.
she's losing her mind, but then it
Yeah.
turns out she's on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was very funny. Yeah, so that's what happens here. And we go back to we're in a car. It's Angel and Lindsay. We're in the car. We talk about Darla, mentioned Darla.
Yeah. Christian Kane said this was like his favorite scene to shoot on Angel because it was like 5 a.m. Like they shot it like real early and it was a skeleton crew, just like a few people. So it was
Yeah.
really just
Whoa.
like him and Boreanaz driving around in a car in LA at
Oh
5 in the
man.
morning. And he was like, it was really fun. Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, this was awesome, very fun. And we stop at this place. It's like some building, but then underground. It's like crazy stuff. And we break the window, right? And we go down a trap door.
Yeah, I thought this was a dumb move from Angel. But the way he breaks the window, he's holding an axe. It's his only weapon, and he throws the axe through the window. And I'm like, you might need that axe.
He can't go pick the axe up.
He doesn't. We never see him with the axe for the rest of the scene. I think it gets blown up with the fucking place.
I mean, I would have never thought like now he can't pick up the axe because he throws it at the building that they're gonna go walk into. I assume that he picked it up. But if you're saying he never had it afterward, then I guess you're right. But
There you
yeah,
go.
weird move there. But there's a bunch of bodies in tanks, right?
Yeah, let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, I guess so. We talk about Pakla. I don't know if that's gonna come back. Angel says
Oh,
Pakla,
no, that's just the type of demon that the hooded guy was that we saw.
the one that fixed his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Pakla demon. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, so Lindsay knew the guy Brad from the mailroom or whatever. I don't know, but he wants the guy wants when it said kill, 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 it meant kill me, put me out of my
Yeah.
misery.
Right, exactly. Lindsay's like, yes, kill. I keep writing that. Who do you want me to kill?
Yeah, who do you want me to kill? Angel, I'll kill him
Me.
right now.
Just fucking kill me. This is brutal.
Yeah, it's very sad. He's like, I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. But he
They're able
kills
to
him.
save like 3 people, but the rest of them are too far gone. We see one that's just like a torso. They've already used like his arms and legs and
Oh,
head.
really? I don't think I
Yeah, it was
noticed that.
fucked up.
Wow. Yeah, it's very cool though. I like how it was very sad he turned off the machine though. Killed the guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get it, honestly. Like
Yeah.
that's if that guy's conscious in there, that's the worst life anyone's leading in
Seemingly
the
well,
whole
he
world.
was, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was able to
Yeah.
speak to Lindsay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was like grunting. That's terrible. Uh,
Yeah.
but we go back to the hotel. I thought weird resolution for Cordelia. She's just like Well, I guess the headaches are part of the job.
Yeah, well, it's not a resolution is the thing. Like this is going to come back. That's just a way of resolving it for the episode.
Yeah, I don't really understand it, but yeah, it'll come back.
Yeah.
And so we go to the reevaluation. We're sitting around the boardroom table. We promote Lindsay. Lila pulls out a gun, or she reaches for her purse, but Lindsay
Yeah.
snaps it out of her hand. And Lindsay, very funny here. He talks about his evil hand. He can't control his evil hand. He starts shooting. He shoots like the security guy. His name's
Yeah.
Alan in the foot.
I love that shit. He like shoots a bunch of times, like right, just like destroying everything that's like right behind Nathan Reed's head.
Yeah.
Like I think Christian Kane is actually really great in this scene.
Totally. Yeah. I said it's the best scene, best episode
Yeah.
any actor had ever had. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, he's awesome here. He's my evil hand. He can't control it. He's my evil hand. Um, yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And
Yeah, it's
and on
great.
his way out, he grabbed Lila's butt. Right?
Yes, he did. And then he told us that evil.
Evil hand. Can't control it. Oh my goodness. And so Lila gets the promotion.
Yeah. They act like nothing happened. Like so Lila is promoted.
Yeah,
And
that's what we
let's
were gonna
move
do all
on.
along.
Yeah, somebody call an ambulance because he shot that guy in the foot.
I thought Lila gave a look to Lindsay like when he left, like she was so grateful for what he just did.
I felt that too.
Yeah. She seemed like not in love with Lindsay, but like in love with the gesture that he just gave to
Exactly.
her.
Yeah, it's almost like Cordelia's not in love with Angel, but when he buys her those sandwiches, it's such a
Yeah,
nice moment. Yeah.
totally. A little like that. And so we go to Lindsay.
I thought Lindsay in this scene, it reminded me a lot of Angel in the pilot episode of Angel when he goes into that boardroom and he's like,
Throws the guy out the window.
yeah, and he's like ranting and he kicks the dude out the window. It feels almost to me like throughout his run on the show, Lindsay has become more like Angel.
That's a great parallel. I didn't think about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's right. And Lindsay's leaving. But he packed two things. He's got his guitar and one bag.
Yeah, one duffel bag.
That's it.
Yeah.
So funny. But he puts it in his truck, and Angel's there. And Angel, it talks about how it has like some weird obsession with the Jetsons.
Oh, well, he's talking about we all thought the future was going to look like the Jetsons. And you're
We'd
just
have
driving
air cars by now.
Chevy and shit.
I'd love an air car. I never heard anyone call him an air car before. But
Yeah.
that's what Angel does. I don't know.
Sky car.
Sky, is that what he said? Sky car?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, that's
Changing it up.
But he tells Lindsay, it's kind of a nice moment, but then he tells Lindsay, like, you better not fucking come back here ever again. And Lindsay's like, don't worry. I hate this place. So
But I like Lindsay gives him advice too. Like never play Wolfram Hart's game. You gotta make them play your game.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's great advice. And Angel seemed like, oh yeah, I'll remember that for next time, Lindsay.
No,
but
seriously. Yeah, I think he took it to heart, even though he's gonna prank the shit out of him in a second.
That was fucking hilarious. Yeah. So Lindsay leaves, and on the back of his car is a big sign that says "Cops suck."
Right. Angel says, like, make sure to drive the speed limit, man. There's a lot of cops out.
And we go to credits, by the way, and we still hear like his truck drive. I thought we were gonna hear. I thought we were gonna hear like
that would have been good. I would have liked that.
We never do though. I literally listened until like I couldn't hear anything anymore.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah,
I bet you if David Greenwald could do it all over, he would add that.
Maybe. But it's like in school when you'd put like a kick me sign on posted on somebody's back. That was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, is this one of the best episodes we've seen so far? I ranked it. My first reaction was 14 between Judgment and Parting Gifts, but I might put it like under last week, Disharmony and Redefinition 11.
All right. Where do I have Judgment?
You have it 15 between The Prodigal and Hero.
I like this better than all the ones you said. So start there. Like push me up.
From The Prodigal is Disharmony, then Redefinition, Blind Date, Guys Will Be Guys, The Two Shanshu in LA.
All right, right there.
Two Shanshu and Guys Will Be Guys.
Yeah.
All right, so you have it at 10, and I have it at 11.
All right.
I love it. And MVP is going to be Lindsay. We're gonna
Yeah,
go
you got
fours.
to, man. Like Christian Kane, really. I mean, if you ask me, like when Angel premiered and like I see Lindsay for the first time, like that guy is gonna get like a real focus episode. I like wouldn't have been pumped about it,
That's
but like
all I
he's
want now, though.
fantastic in this. Yeah,
I want Lindsay, the show Lindsay.
I tried to watch a show once just because Lindsay was in it.
No way.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it, but that's why I checked it out. It was Leverage. You remember Leverage with Timothy Hutton?
No.
Yeah, it was like I don't even know. But yeah, that he was on there for like 5 years or something.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna might watch something that this actor's in because I like him so much, honestly.
And then like 2 years after this episode or something, I went to the theaters to see an Angelina Jolie movie called Life or something like it. You ever hear that?
I've heard of it. Yeah. I haven't
Okay.
seen it.
But yeah, I saw it in theaters, and Ed Burns is the love interest in that movie, but you've got to have like a dude she's already dating who's like kind of a dick, and
Right.
so that she can leave him for the love interest. And that was fucking Christian Kane. And I was like so excited. I was like, he's in a movie.
Isn't Angelina Jolie like 8 inches taller than him?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. I'm looking at him as IMDb. He's also in Just Married, the Ashton Kutcher Brittany
Wow.
Murphy film.
Great job, Christian. What a career. What's he doing these days?
I don't know. The last thing that he was in was a Leverage Redemption.
Oh, that was the reboot of that show, Leverage.
Yeah, he had Almost Paradise,
That Freevee.
Supernatural,
He's been on multiple Freevee originals. Oh, right.
SWAT.
He was on that show, The Librarians on TNT. He's had a pretty good TV career.
He's been around. Nothing that famous though.
No, but I mean, like those shows, like The Leverage and The Librarian, like they lasted for a few years apiece. So he's gotten on shows that like haven't been canceled right away.
He's in this movie Universal Squadrons, and I thought it was going to be the last Universal Soldier. I thought we were going to get to talk about him in a few days,
Oh
in a
yeah,
few
he's got a
weeks.
couple scenes in the Friday Night Lights movie too.
Oh, whoa, all right.
Yeah.
But there's Christian Kane. He's
Wow,
lovely.
one episode of Dawson's Creek. I gotta go back and watch that now.
Wow. I'm waiting to do that show until we finish Buffy. I don't want to watch both of those simultaneously. It seems like redundant, you know.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. The problem with Dawson's Creek is those last two seasons.
Isn't only the first one good? It's kind of what I've heard.
The first one's the best, but the first four seasons are really good. And then it just goes to shit. But then Kevin Williamson comes back for the finale, so the finale's good.
Wow, it's like how he's coming back for the next Scream film.
I guess so.
Same thing. He didn't do Scream 4, did he? Or did he?
No, he
He
wrote
did.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
did,
wrote
didn't
Scream 4.
he? He only did do the third one.
Right. He did 1, 2, and
But
4.
and then he didn't do 5 and 6. But
Yeah.
wow.
1, 2, and 4. Easily the three best Scream movies.
Yeah. All right. Well, LVP.
Wow, I looked at the IMDb trivia for Christian Kane, and it says that 56 Ford that he's driving in this episode on Epiphany is his car.
Whoa. Yo, this guy's getting to do everything.
This guy rules.
He gets his own songs. He gets his own truck. Probably his own guitar. Probably his guitar that he
Yeah,
used.
maybe. Yeah.
Gets to cut his hair however he wants.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Why do we love him so much? That's so weird. We agree with
Wow,
Josh though.
it
Josh.
also says he auditioned for Riley on Buffy.
Oh my goodness, that would have been terrible. But I cannot picture it. Buffy's also like 8 inches taller than
It's true. You're right.
him. Also, isn't this guy like 10 inches or 10 years older than all of them?
I feel like he's probably around the same age as Riley. You're just Riley had to play a college kid and he's playing a lawyer, so you're not thinking about it that way.
Maybe, but I feel like this guy's close to like he's like older than David, and David is like 5 years older than all the Buffy guys,
David.
right?
I'm looking it up. He's exactly the same age as Mark Blucas.
Oh,
David Boreanaz.
he's
David
older.
Boreanaz is 3 years older than him.
Okay, so not crazy, not crazy.
No.
Oh, yeah, all right. Wow, he would have had two balls posters. This guy. One that he brought to set from his own home.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, his own balls poster.
uh,
That's hilarious.
my LV, I wrote down Cordelia. I couldn't think of one.
Oh man, she's going through so much in this
I
episode.
know, but I didn't want to go gun. Didn't want to go. What about Wesley?
Wesley?
What does he do in this one, really?
Listen, I don't think you're ever gonna catch me giving Wesley an LVP. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um, what if I go with
It's
Cop
not Lorne.
Face?
Who?
Cop Face, the
Yeah,
parole
that's fine.
officer.
That's fine.
I
I'll go with
forgot
that
he
too.
was even in this episode until
Yeah,
you
I had to
mentioned him.
explain him to you. I think I
Yeah,
agree with that. And he can only really do one mode. I don't want to blame
yeah.
Cordelia for her head
You didn't
hurting.
love the dad either at the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go with this parole officer though.
Okay, cool.
Like that dad was giving me way more.
I agree. Yeah, he was trying hard.
He was doing the business. It's all right. LVP that guy. And let's do what was better, Angel? It's a
I
tight
think
one.
Angel this week.
I didn't expect that. I think after the episodes, I definitely would have gone Buffy, but talking through them, I'm gonna go with Angel. So
Indeed.
Josh Myrtles says Buffy. A lot of other comments on this one, by the way. We got
Yeah, I saw
Jack and
that.
Laura. It's cool. Josh says Buffy. Nerd dude. Is that Warren?
I guess.
Is fabricating honest to goodness vampire slaying robots. Yeah.
That's true.
Are we just going to leave that on the cutting room floor? Make us an army of those things. I'm really not so sure about the first Slayer, like you. It's simultaneously culturally questionable, being
Good
generous,
job.
and
Yes.
bad TV. Spike's
I don't
not
think
quite the
it's bad
sodden.
TV. It's just not great.
I
All
thought it
right,
was
go ahead.
awesome. I thought,
Um,
especially the way it's filmed, is so creative.
wait, I was gonna say something earlier. What was the comment before this?
Culturally questionable
No, 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 about
for
a
not
different thing.
an army of those.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, yeah, Warren comes back, so we'll see.
Oh, wow. Okay, Josh, good job. Spike's got quite the sodden potty mouth this episode. Where do you think sod ranks on the hierarchy of curse words? I didn't know it was one. Is it?
Yes, that's a curse in English. I think it's not that bad though.
Huh? I didn't know that.
What does
Did you
Josh
know?
say?
Do you know what they call cigarettes?
Fags.
I'm gonna clip that out. You said it just so matter of fact. That was so funny. Somewhere in your crap. He thinks sod is somewhere in your crap, possibly.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
That's good. That's like a curse word only to your parents, though, right?
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
say or
Just don't
stupid.
use it at home.
Yeah. Bob
Stupid.
Barker.
My parents always let me say stupid and hate. I've heard other parents
Suck.
go like, those are curse
What
words.
about suck? Like parents hate when their kids say suck for the first
I
time.
feel like you know what's funny? My parents never minded me saying suck, but when I was a kid, I was this is such a dumb story.
They always are. It's okay.
Before I had the internet, I was at my cousin's house. These like they're grown, they're like my parents' age. And he like let me use his computer to go on the internet. And it was like the first time I'd ever really gone on the internet. And he was like, look, there's chat rooms for like all the cartoons you watch and stuff. And I was like, wow. So I saw one for the show Reboot that
Yeah.
I didn't like. It had recently premiered on Saturdays, and I didn't like it. Okay, and so I went into that chat room,
And
Logan,
let them know.
and I wrote all I wrote. I didn't know how to type. All I wrote was reboot sucks. All right, and then a few days later, that my cousin told my mom that he got an email from like his internet
I've heard
account.
this.
I've said this before.
I think so. I didn't know it until yeah, right now.
Yeah, but yeah, like he like got suspended or something for like using the word.
But you never came
sucks.
clean, did you?
No, I think I did. I
Oh,
admitted
you
it.
told him
I
it was you.
like I literally didn't think it was wrong. Like my parents never warned me against saying sucks, so I didn't think it was a word anyone gave a shit about.
Yeah. I think one time I was just like, oh, that sucks. When I was like a little kid and my grandma was like, hey, don't say that. And I was like, what the fuck? I had to like look into why you can't say that. And then I
Yeah,
learned
it's
about sucking
true.
dick,
It's true.
basically.
That right? Because like as a
Yeah,
kid, you
they
just
told me
think
about
you're
it.
saying something like Beavis and Butthead says or whatever. But
Yeah.
then like when you actually look into it, you're like, oh, I get it. It's about putting cock in someone's mouth.
Yeah, now I want to do that.
Yeah,
Grandma.
I know. Ew.
Way to go.
Ew. Take out your dentures, Grandma. Let's go.
I'm not with my grandma. She doesn't have dentures. Come on. Um, all right. So he says, Bob Barker, yes. Spiky Boy, you've done it again. I guess he loves Bob Barker.
He
Josh
does.
Brolin.
I remember that from my childhood with Josh Bros. He does love Bob Parker.
Rob Sesternino loves Bob Barker. It's like his hero.
Yeah, I've heard
He has
that
to talk
too.
about Bob
Yeah.
Barker. Weird hero, Bob Barker.
My hero is Drew Carey, of course.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He says, Drew Carey can actually, he doesn't need those glasses to see.
Yeah, he used to like at the beginning
Right.
of the
But then
Drew
it became
Carey
his
show,
look.
but
So he
at
wears
some
them.
point he got LASIK, but he still wore the glasses.
What a fraud. He says, real Buffy kissed Spike for real? What? Hey, there's a thought. Hey, here's a thought. Spike knew it was real Buffy when she was pretending to be the robot. He could smell her blood for. Whoa, Josh, that's genius.
I'm not with him on this though. I think
Really?
Spike is so fucked up from that battle that like he's not in his right headspace. I think he doesn't realize it first.
Not in his right headspace.
Also, he's got blood all over him, man. Maybe you can't smell her shit over his own shit.
That's a good counter. But that's great
It's an
argument,
interesting
Josh.
read. It's an interesting read.
I don't even know if I said it. Yeah, he said he can smell her blood for sure.
You
So
said that.
I thought I got cut off by how excited I was. I
Oh,
don't even know if I
maybe,
said it.
maybe that might
But
have happened.
that I honestly hope that comes into play because now I actually have questions. I want to know character motivations in that moment. He looked at her like he didn't know. I think this is fan fiction from Josh, but it's so good. I'm buying into it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's a good read. It's certainly worth talking about.
yeah, that's cool. He says, Angel, previously on, we get a Lindsay Hand supercut.
But yeah, both previous ons were really long this week.
I thought so too,
noticed.
especially Buffy.
Yeah,
I
the
almost
Buffy
wrote
one.
longest one ever.
Yeah, they had like a ton of shit to throw in there, like to remind you of. But yeah, the Angel one was funny because it was just like the history of Lindsay's hand.
It's true. Yeah, that was coming back. Best thing on the show in months. I even shared it with a loved one.
Who, your daughter?
uh, yeah, once I think this is a great or these are great shows to show young girls
No, it was I don't know about
if they're
that.
old enough.
No, she's really young.
Like I think like 14 and older that they can watch it.
I think she's only like 7.
Oh,
But
okay.
he might have shown it to his lady, Jean.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jean.
Okay. All right. He says, "Oh no, poor Lindsay can't tie a tie."
They were
I didn't
on
notice that.
Surviving Survivor once, Josh and Jean together.
Wow, what episode?
It was one of the Palau episodes because they came on specifically to defend Janu.
That's a crazy thing to do.
I know.
By the way, speaking of Palau, Katie Gallagher was on Tyson's podcast yesterday after the
Wow.
Survivor episode.
Is she still funny?
I haven't listened to it yet. It just came out yesterday. I haven't had time.
Let me know. I was a big Katie Gallagher fan. Great character.
Yeah, Tyson like gets screeners, I think. So he sees Survivor before the episode comes out because his podcast comes out immediately after the episode.
Wow, good for
and
him.
it said like with Katie Gallagher, my fucking mind was blown. I haven't heard from her in so long.
Yeah,
she was one of my favorites.
Hey,
like
she's a runner up.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like a new thing.
Pretty much got Ian to like give up second place for her.
Yeah, that was weird. He did. He said like, yeah, you can just have it.
Yeah. He felt so bad.
He says Lindsay can't tie a tie, can't play his guitar. That horrible doctor should have kept the mannequin hand and given Lindsay a hair transplant instead.
He'll grow it back. He'll grow it back.
He's taking away all my jollies. I know he'll be back. He'll be back. And he'll bring more jollies, even more.
I promise.
Cordy loves Angel. Chelsea loves Lindsay. There's a sign at Lauren's bar that says eating the clientele is strictly prohibited. It's no balls poster, but it's something. Was that a story? Somebody ate somebody?
Well, demon on demon violence is prohibited in Caritas, so that's probably why the sign's up. I don't remember if there was like.
I thought he told a story about someone that worked for him who turned bad or did something.
I don't think that was a story. I think we saw that happen.
I don't remember what happened though.
Like one of his bartenders was like working with ulterior motives or something.
Oh right, he was like work. Yeah, he was undercover or something. I don't know what
Mm.
was going on. But there, I get them. I get the names mixed up. We have Lindsay and we have Wesley, and I feel like they're so similar to me.
And we
Like
have Lorne.
Lauren, I keep wanting to say Leslie. Like I want to combine Lindsay and Wesley
Yeah.
constantly and go Leslie. It's really confusing. All right, so there's a sign. Oh, the balls poster. Oh, gotta love a big Lindsay app. Glad Dan already said we'll be seeing him more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah. And Jack Mulberry says, not sure if you'll remember this, but back in episode 2, you were confused why Giles was complaining about the automatic transmission in his new car. That was a British joke. We pretty much all drive manual over here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I do remember us talking. I didn't know that was a British thing.
There you go. See, Whedon wrote that episode and he went to college in England, so he knows those England specificities. We didn't get
Wow.
it.
Yeah, no idea. He and prefer it, he says. All right. It was funny hearing you both think that maybe Giles was just really into cars. Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah, I guess in our first ever episode, we presupposed that Giles was perhaps a big car guy.
Well, one of us has never driven in England or been to England ever, and one of us doesn't drive. So it's really we're just talking about nothing. We really don't know what we're talking about there. So I
Yeah.
bet that is funny to listen to, especially for somebody that does know. Um, Laura underscore 94 says, this is a question about Buffy that I've had for a long time, and it's come up again this episode. What's the climate like in Sunnydale? The coat seems like an odd clothing choice for the desert, even if the temperature
Yeah.
drops during the night. Still a better choice than the hideous pink skirt robot Buffy wears, though. Oh, so she agrees with that.
Now, it is a bad outfit. Like whatever, you know, compromise they made on her wardrobe, like, is not very good.
What they do,
Uh,
just like make it longer, make the skirt longer or
I
something?
don't know. I have no idea. It might have just been a completely different skirt. Uh, but I did notice her wearing a jacket and a turtleneck in the fucking desert. And that used to annoy me watching Buffy. But here's what happened. Buffy takes place in Sunnydale, which is a fake town in Southern California. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I live in Nevada, which is near Southern California. Okay.
Yeah.
When I first moved to Las Vegas, I thought it was going to be hot all the time. And I was really pumped for it. I love hot weather. But at night in the winter and shit, especially if you're close to the desert parts of Las Vegas, it gets fucking cold. And
That's what I've
it,
heard.
it was an annoying surprise when I first got here. I was like, what the fuck? It's cold out. I'm in the desert.
I
And
think
then,
the reason is that it's
yeah,
so flat.
it's
There are
like, yeah, I think it's that it's desolate, you know?
there are
But
no trees like blocking wind or anything like that. It's just like flat, and so like you just get all the wind.
anyway, so I no longer question it. I think like if I had to go to the desert at night now, I too would wear a jacket.
The turtleneck seems overkill, but
The turtleneck might be overkill.
but a jacket. I think I've always heard it gets cold, so wear a light jacket in the desert.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for commenting, Laura. And I'm glad you're listening.
yeah, sometimes I question it if my existence is matters.
It
Uh,
does. I
do
promise.
do you ever is that there's not a hellmouth in Nevada, right? You ever wonder like
I
where
mean,
you're
if there's a hellmouth anywhere in real life, like Las Vegas would be a pretty good place for it.
yeah, or Florida. I feel like Florida would be a good hellmouth.
Yeah, you're right. Um,
Probably is one in Florida.
but of course, the promised land is in Utah. We all know that a section of Utah is going to be lifted up to heaven with all the Mormons.
Right. We all know that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
She says it's still a better choice than that hideous pink. Oh, I said that the Buffy robot skirt.
yeah,
She
yeah.
says
She's right
robot
about
Buffy.
that.
She doesn't say Buffy bot either.
Well, she might be watching for the first time, dude.
Yeah. But we
Like
know
you.
now Buffy bot.
It's Buffy bot. That's the accepted nomenclature of this quote unquote character.
But on the previous song, we saw that girl. I was made to love you, and I was reminded how good her performance was again.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't Britney Spears.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You want to know what's coming next week?
Yeah. Tell me.
All
What is
right.
this? We have like that, and then 4 more.
We have
3 more?
4 more now.
4. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. What do we
Yeah.
got?
Next week on Buffy, season 5, episode 19 is called Tough Love.
I think Buffy is gonna tell Dawn that Glory's coming, and we're gonna lock you in this room for 1 year
Wow.
to protect
That's
you. It's tough love.
what a prediction.
Yep. Because it's too dangerous. Can't let her out for anything. Even to
Yeah,
go to the
I
bathroom.
gotcha.
Just sit in her
Wow,
own
even
pee for one
she's
year.
that is very tough love.
Tough love.
Yeah.
But she's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
alive.
about
All
that.
right,
At
we'll give her
least
a bucket. We'll give her
alive.
a bucket.
Yeah, please at least give her a bucket.
All right, fine, a bucket.
All right, great. All right, and Angel next week is season 2, episode 19. It's called belonging, I think. Let me just
You don't
double
even
check.
know what it's
Yeah,
called?
it's called belonging. Yes. I do these off the dome.
Belonging. That's tough because belonging, I feel like, can mean a lot of different things, right?
It could.
Cordelia is going to pick up her belongings from the park bench. She left them there one night
What is
and she
happening?
forgot.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What predictions this week? We'll see if any of them come true.
It's a lunchbox and a pen and paper. She has to find her belongings.
That is insane.
But it has something secret written on the piece of paper.
Oh, what is it? Kill, 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 kill,
Yeah,
kill.
it's go.
All right. All right. All right. So that's next week. Tough love and belonging. Be back right here